you to hear what flows through my mind, guided from above with messages of love. Ready to go? Welcome to Ruby's Mindful Tarot. Hello all, hope you've been well. Today's theme for the reading is the word release, releasing. So in today's video there won't be 3 groups, this is just one reading, and whoever connects with it, finds the video, then that's for you, if you feel those messages are for you. Okay, so before we begin, I want to spend some time doing some mindfulness. So gentle mindful practice. We're going to focus on our breathing. As I'm saying this, my hands are just getting whatever I feel called to get. But yeah, we're going to focus on some breathing, and as we do so, again, I want the word release to be in your mind. So that's releasing any negativity, releasing anything that's happened so far today in your life or recently, releasing any guilt that you're holding on to. That could be self-guilt or guilt if you're living kind of vicariously. So if you know someone who is guilty of something and you're feeling that guilt even though you didn't do anything, release that feeling. Release it, it's not serving you well for this time. Okay, so when you're ready, I would like for you to close your eyes, connect with your breath for a few moments. So connecting with your natural breathing rhythm, not forcing anything, not changing, just breathing. Breathing in and breathing out, like you've been doing your whole life. But this time, we're paying attention to our breath, consciously breathing. Breathing with awareness. You can place a hand on your chest or your stomach if you like, if that's comfortable for you. Or if not, just place your hands wherever they feel guided to go. Or if you have a crystal, a pendulum, anything you want to hold, a stone or a rock. Keep breathing, there's no rush, don't watch the time, I feel called to say. So for some of you who might be in a rushing state, try not to worry about when the main part of the video will start. Just enjoy this time to focus on your breathing. I'm hearing why, as if you're asking why. Because it's necessary. We don't take enough time to focus on our breathing, and when we do, everything kind of calms down and it allows ourselves to naturally release the things that we don't need. Release any negative thoughts, release any stressful thoughts that aren't serving us well. When we just calm down and focus on our breath and how we are in the moment, things just start to naturally move into balance. Okay, so we're spending a few more moments with our breath. Release. What are you choosing to release today? Maybe releasing reactions. So if you often react in a particular way to a certain stimulus, a certain person, a certain thing that happens, and you react in the same way each time, perhaps you're choosing to release the way that you react and choose a different way. That's just an example. Release any feelings of guilt. I'm feeling called to say release any feelings of power, which is quite interesting. Maybe overpower if you've recently, I'm not sure, if you've recently been overstepping authority in some way. I'm not sure who that relates to, but that came through. Knowing your place in each situation and time. I'm just saying what I'm hearing. A few more moments, there's no rush. We're not rushing today. Allow yourself to become comfortable in this moment. It's very important. Allow yourself to become comfortable in this moment, no matter how long it takes. So if you feel that that you even need to pause the video to spend a longer amount of time focusing on your breath and your body, then please do so. Keyword release. What are you releasing today? Fruit basket. That just caught my eye and I felt cool to say it out loud. Fruit basket. Okay. Before I started the video, I pulled some How to Love Yourself affirmation cards. 2 was just for me personally. 1 of them being I speak and think positively, and the other one, I was born to enjoy life. I feel those are quite relevant for me at this time. And then another one fell out, which I felt cool to keep for the video, so I'll read this out now. It says, I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. And on the back it says, I see myself healthy, whole, and living in a society where it is safe for me to be who I am and to love others. Just show you again. I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. I see myself healthy, whole, and living in a society where it is safe for me to be who I am and to love others. So I feel that this will connect with a lot of people who chose this video. Okay, even though I said there's no groups, 3 colours did kind of come out. Anyway, so it was green, blue and yellow, so perhaps these are some themes throughout the reading, we shall see. Okay, I also brought out some crystals as well. We've got pyrite, like a sparkly, goldy, bronzy type of crystal, which is good for writing, creativity. And then blue lace agate, great crystal for calmness. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to start pulling out some cards. So this is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Once again, the theme of today's reading is release. Releasing the things that you don't need to make space for the things that you do need, that you do want, that you're wanting to attract, that you're wanting to experience. Making space for those things. Releasing people as well. So if there's certain people in your life who you feel that it would be best for you to release yourself from, then if possible, try and make that happen in the best way that you can. Not worrying too much about the effect that that would have on the other person. I feel that's important to say as well. I feel a lot of you watching are like empath, sensitive people, so those who care quite a lot about how other people would react to your decisions and choices. But oftentimes that doesn't matter. You need to do what's right for you. You're the one who lives with yourself every day. You know how you're feeling every day. Prioritize your well-being, prioritize your peace. Do the right thing for you. I feel like you often make it a priority to do the right things for other people. This is a message for you to start doing that for yourself. So these are all the cards, we'll go through them. We'll start this way. Green. Okay, I feel the universe wants me to talk about green a little bit. Peace, These are just words I'm channeling from this. Peace, mountain, balance, struggle as well. And when I say struggle, as I'm holding this, I feel like a pull, like this way and that way, and there's like a struggle, but at the same time there's balance. So I feel in that there's like a message for me to communicate that if you are in a struggling situation right now where you feel as if you're being pulled in different directions or just uncertainty, find stillness in the chaos, and then balance will emerge. Balance will find itself in that situation, whatever situation that's relating to for you. Okay, so we have number 5, orphaned. Yeah, I feel that relates to the message I just mentioned. If you see in the picture, so there's like a girl in a white dress with her face down, looking very sad, lonely, of course relating to the word orphan, so perhaps feeling isolated, abandoned. I'll come back to that. I feel there's more messages within this image. Perfect. Next card, breathe. So that's exactly what I mentioned with this. I feel these are confirmations. So if you are going through a difficult phase, a difficult time, a difficult situation where you're feeling a bit like this, the universe is calling you to breathe. Take time, like I mentioned, to find the stillness in the chaos. Breathe. So if you see in these two pictures, both women are still in isolation, but it's a different experience. This isolation is quite down, it feels a bit heavy and negative. Not necessarily negative, but just not necessarily positive. It just feels quite low, sad, depressed. And in this image of isolation, there's peace, there's patience, there's balance. So the universe is calling you to move from this to this in the best way possible for you. Beautiful. Oh, how lovely. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, so if you see, going from this kind of struggle, difficulty, choosing to release this so that you can experience balance and peace, and then that will lead you to this. Being in alignment, feeling all of your colors. Yeah, joy, balance. Lovely. Gorgeous. Okay, so that's one message for you all who's watching. I wonder if that relates to anybody. Okay, we'll go in the middle. Interesting. Okay, so we have 42 wild winds. This card has come up a lot recently. I'm aware that this card often relates to receiving messages from the universe. So a lot of you in this group, I do feel and sense that you're spiritual. So some of you may have your own spiritual practices, or if not, I do sense that you're interested in connecting with your angels, your spirit guides, your higher self. And if you are, please continue to keep that communication open. Keep trying to communicate with your higher self, ancestors, spirit guides, angels. Keep listening as well. Choose to listen. Okay, with this card, I'm sensing the blue is connected with this, so give me a moment. The blue and gold. This is just a gold thread. Sparkly. Okay, give me a minute. And the feather as well. Unexpected, that word's coming up. So some of you, unexpected things might be happening quite often around you. Positive as well, so not just negative or surprising or depressing things, but positive little surprises are around you. Choose to acknowledge those things. And it doesn't necessarily have to be situations. For example, oh, someone surprised you with a gift or some money. That could be the case, but not necessarily. It could just be you thinking about how to solve an issue of yours, and then feeling like a tingle on your shoulder, and then magically a solution comes up, or you hear the right thing at that time that helps you with your situation. Just things like that, unexpected answers. So just be aware of just be aware of unexpected things that happen around you, positive. So answers to questions that you've been having, maybe gifts, maybe you might find some money or be gifted some money, although I don't feel it's related to that. I do sense it's more higher up, like more crown chakra focus, like divine communication, spiritual communication, more along those lines. So just be open, be aware, practice some mindfulness meditations, connect with your breath. That will help, again, to achieve balance and release. But in releasing the stress and heaviness of the world and our day-to-day lives, that also allows for clearer communications with our higher selves and our higher spiritual team. Beautiful. Okay. I just feel called to hold this as well. Blue lace agate. Beautiful calming crystal. I feel this would be a good crystal for you guys watching, everybody watching, if you don't have one already. It's a very calming, gentle crystal, soothing for the soul, I feel called to say. It's like a light blue or different shades of blue, bluey kind of lilac with streaks. Beautiful. Okay. And we have number 31, Spirit of the North. North, where you're heading towards. What's calling you? What's calling you? What's calling you? What's calling you? What are you holding on to? Let go so you can move forward. These are things I'm sensing and hearing from this card to tell you. And that relates to release as well. So releasing the things that are holding you back from you achieving your destiny, from you moving forward towards the things that you are being called to move towards. Have the courage, it's yellow coming through now, have the courage and confidence to do that. Let go of what is holding you back. Cut the rope, I'm hearing to say. So in my mind I'm seeing like an image of you wanting to move from A to B, but there's a rope holding you back. You have the scissors, like cut the rope, have the courage to do that so that you can move forward. Simple. And I know it's easier said than done, and depending on what situation you're in, but I did hear the word simple. So know that you have the power and ability to do that. Okay, and we have we've got 31 again. Both of these were 31 and they were together. That might be an angel number for some of you. 3 and 1s or 4 or 31 itself. But yeah, last card, cannabis, detachment, detaching yourself. Again, to me that relates to release. What are you wanting to release yourself from? Quite a powerful image. Planet, person lying here, and their spirit kind of lifting up and out. I'm not sure if you can see clearly. Okay, let me see. Detachment, release. What are you running away from? I hear that as well. Or what are you wanting to run away from? Some of you might have kind of coping mechanisms to deal with stresses. So that could be in the form of smoking or maybe habits that you have. I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm not saying anything. I just picked up on that you might have ways of coping with kind of escaping the stresses of your life. Just to be aware of what those coping mechanisms are. I'm not saying to change it, but if you want to, that's a choice of yours. But yeah, I think that's all the messages that have come through. Again, the keyword that's come, well, the keyword of the reading from the beginning, release, and that's also come up throughout the cards. Release. releasing yourself from what you no longer need, from what's no longer doing good for you, so that you can move towards your destiny, move towards achieving the things that you were brought here to achieve. Lovely. Remember to breathe, take time out. Have some me time if necessary, do some movement work, yoga, dancing, creativity, flowing. Embrace that stillness. Okay. Feel cool to spend a bit of time on this card. I'm hearing the word silence. So some of you, if you're in a profession or just maybe in your household, it's very noisy and loud. If you can, try to remove yourself to a place and space of stillness. Two things. One, actual silence. So if there is a quiet room, or just even if it's in your car, or just somewhere where you can be in silence, even just for 5 minutes, that would benefit you. But if that's not possible, inner silence. So silencing your mind. So even if there's complete chaos and noise around you non-stop, you do have the ability and power to create and find stillness within yourself. So again, by focusing on your breathing, even if that's all you're doing, just focusing on each inhale and each exhale. You can count them, so count each breath to help you find that stillness. You can say affirmations. So for example, this one or any other one that you come across that connects with you. So I'll read this one out again since I said affirmations. I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. I see myself healthy, whole, and living in a society where it is safe for me to be who I am and to love others. But yeah, so finding stillness and silence, I think, is necessary for you. Reading, that's a sense of silence as well, because your mind is focused on that book rather than the chaos around you. There's many different ways. Drawing, painting, listening to calming music. You will find your own way. I feel you already have, or you're already aware of something you could do to connect with that stillness. But yeah, that just came through for you. I'm also hearing the message for you to talk more to your ancestors, to talk more to your spiritual team. Some of you might have started or already been doing that but stopped for a period of time just because of the chaos of the world, but you're being called to continue that communication. It's very important for your spirit. Okay, lovely. So we're going to spend a few more moments, like we did in the beginning, focusing on the breath. Once again, you can place your hands on your heart space, your stomach, your throat, wherever you feel guided to place your healing hands. And as you breathe, focus on each inhale and each exhale. And with each exhale that you take, release anything that needs to be released within you. If you are experiencing pain or have any health issues, choose to release that from you as well. Not expecting anything to go suddenly or anything, but just trusting the process and choosing to use your mind and power in this moment to release any uncomfortable sensations. You'll be surprised at what doing practices like that can do for the physical body as well. Okay. Again, we're not rushing this, so if you need to take time to stretch or drink, you can do that. Hold a crystal. Again, place your hands wherever they feel guided to be. You can sway if you want. Gentle, calming movements. Just connect with your body and do what feels right. And yeah, don't be embarrassed or feel silly. Yeah. I release myself from the chaos of life. That's another affirmation for some of you to say if you connect with that. I release myself from the chaos of life. I release this pain that I am feeling. I release this uncomfortable sensation within my body. I release the negative thoughts. I release the negative people. I release negative energy that's within me and around me. I choose to release it. I choose to attract positivity. I speak and think positively. It is safe for me to be who I am and to love others. I allow myself to find stillness in the chaos. I am one with my spirit. I am connected to my spirit guides and my angels. I am growing into the person who I am supposed to be. If you need to cry, you can as well. That's also a form of release. If you need to scream or shout and you feel comfortable to do so, do whatever you need to do to release whatever you need to release in a healthy way. I am free to make my own choices. I trust my ability to make my own choices. Beautiful. Okay, we'll gently end here. If you need to continue doing that, you can pause or stop the video and continue focusing on your breath and saying or doing or feeling whatever it is you need to do. Okay, but thank you for listening to this reading. I hope these messages were useful for you at this time or whenever you do watch this video. If you liked this, please like the video, subscribe for more, or share the video with someone who you feel will benefit from these messages. Or you can save the video for yourself for another time. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.